Hey guys, and welcome to Combinator Matrix with Arumba and I. Yeah, we've just sat for the last like 3 hours bashing our heads together.
Has it been that long? Wow.
Probably. It's been a long time. Well, we're on 3 hours on the total call, so not that long, maybe about like an hour and a half. What we've got right now is a memory bank that stores all the memory. We've got something that wipes the memory just before the new memory comes in. And then we've got all of the stuff getting put together, and then it's comparing them all with a math.min because we've got a math coprocessor that we didn't cheat in, honest, I promise. Shut up.
So we have seven mining vehicles, and
so
I don't really like this system, but it's the best option we have to make it work soon, so
yeah,
yes.
so this is the memory cells on the right, and then this checks all of the inventory and just takes the inventory slot and turns it into a separate letter, and then we compare all the separate letters, and then that gives you math.min,
which I moved and is being wonky. You have to like make it work again. You said that they're wonky. Do you have to rotate it? How do you make it connect? There, it's connected now.
You just have to give the actual combinator an output thing.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so they're wonky. Anyway, math.min, so F. Signal
So that's telling
F.
us that F has the least inventory slots right now, which corresponds with mining vehicle Mark II ID 6.
And it's also incidentally completely wrong because mining vehicle Mark II vehicle B has the least. So why is it wrong, Stejo?
B equals 35. I don't know. It's doing that thing again.
I moved the combinator, so it's probably my fault. There
you go.
I fixed it. Oh, you know what it is? Is that you picked up the wire, put the wire back down. Can you well, the whole point though is it
Let's do an F again. Oh fuck, is our memory fucked up again? Remember, our memory's fucked up again.
Why?
I don't know.
Still don't understand why it does that, but okay.
No, I have no idea why it does that.
Shouldn't your memory clearing thing here be resetting the whole bank no matter what? Right before each pulse?
It doesn't reset, if that makes sense. It just gives it more memory, like other memory to put in there, which in turn resets it. Although it seems to have fixed it now. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe it does reset it, and I'm a genius.
Then
oh shit, no, it will reset it. That's pretty...
It should, no matter what. It should reset, because it's saying, yep, this is the thing, and input everything, and then keep it, but then there is nothing, because you're just sending a fake signal. So, but why does the math.min thing keep messing up? It's saying B now. I don't know why. It's whatever.
I think it's got something to do with combinator lag or something, because this guy here, like number 5, isn't getting anything. Number 2 isn't getting anything. Like they're fucked.
On each pass, it's getting nothing. Now it's off. What it is that it's getting its signal, and then it's getting wiped. It's holding the off data. Why is it getting like T20? Now it worked.
Oh, I'm like resetting some of them.
Seems like a very complex problem here. This is basically how you make trains with not trains. And at the end of the day, the goal is to then take B, do another huge ass combinator bank, which I hate, to convert the signal back into the vehicle ID, and then say haul or go there.
I've got a good idea. I need to clear all of this fucking memory because it's borked. So yeah, we've been doing this for ages, trying to get it to work. And if you guys can find a reason that our memory keeps getting out of sync with itself, then that would be great. You know what it could be? It could be something as daft as the unit scanner. Remember, like, I spent ages trying to work out why the fuck the zone controller was missing every second zone, and I thought it was something to do with me, and it turned out it was just a bug in the game. It was just a bug in the mod.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Oh, do you remember earlier when we were going crazy trying to figure out why there were only 7 vehicles, and it turns out it's because one of them actually got murdered by biters.
Yeah, died.
while we were working on it, and we're just like, I don't know, it's just not working. It's just not scanning the right number. Well, no, it was. It's just vehicle ID 8 was dead.
For some reason, ID 5 has now fucked up.
You
Like,
notice
I just reset it all, and ID 5 is just fucked up.
some of the memory, occasionally, it'll have just two values. It'll have the minor ID and then a T signal. So it's... Why is...
Well, that's when it gets wiped. Like...
But if it's wiped, why does it hold that? It'll hold it that weird value for a moment.
It's because it's off. So...
There, look at number 8. It's holding
yeah, so
T22 and 8.
8 isn't getting any other signals, so it doesn't get any actual data because there is no 8. You with me? 8 doesn't exist.
Oh,
There's no minor 8.
So when your clear thing goes through, it is passing T22 and 8.
Yeah.
All right.
And then sometimes it doesn't get... Sometimes the other ones don't get signals, but... I don't know if that's maybe due to the fact that we're not at 60 UPS. Maybe that's fucking something up. Maybe every now and then it's just like skipping a beat.
Well, if we look at the end
Because
result,
yeah, because now it's number 5 is now getting, it's not holding any memory.
and 5 does exist. We could go track him down if we tried.
I'm gonna stop something else from scanning right now. So
Now it's B. It's not getting memory. Unit 2. You know that these problems with memory didn't get introduced until we tried to incorporate the memory wiper. The reason we have the memory wipe is because it was functioning in a state where it would go scan, get data, hold the data, next scan, wipe it all. So it was on, off, and we didn't like that. So we were trying to set it up so that it would wipe the data either before or after, preferably before each new scan. And now it's messing up memory. Now Steve's going to come back and say, I'm a genius, and here's what's wrong, right? Figure it out? Where'd Steve go?
Steve thinks that the fact that this little guy is scanning constantly was causing UPS drops. So Steve's stopped him from scanning constantly.
And you think UPS drops were what were causing Unit 5 or 2? It seems to usually be 5 and 2, though. Why would it just be 2 specific vehicles?
Don't know.
8 should never get it because 8 doesn't exist. 5 and 2.
So 2 now has some.
So we're basically we're halfway there, right? We're halfway there. We've identified using a math.min combinator which one's the smallest, rather than having like a huge array of combinators to decide in a sequence which one's bigger. Of course, my original plan, which Stejo thinks would have been too complicated, was to just assume mining vehicle 1 has the least, like has the most stuff in it, compare it against mining vehicle 2, keep the one that is more full in memory, compare it against vehicle 3, keep the one that's got more in vehicle in memory, and just kind of iterate that way. But
I don't know how you iterate that way though.
Yeah, combinators. So, yeah.
There might be a way to do it, but I don't know how.
In this case, it's, I mean, the math.min's not messing up. F is the lowest of all the signals it's receiving. The problem is that B definitely does exist and definitely does have less, and B keeps on not showing up sometimes.
No,
so
E. No, it's number 5. So it had nothing to do with the UPS.
I don't see how
so
it would.
I don't understand how this would fuck up though.
Well,
so I'm gonna say
let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to the setup we had before. Let's not worry about the memory getting wiped. And let's just let it.
Oh, you think it's the wiping thing?
I think it's the wiping thing. Let's just watch. So here's what it does without the memory wiper. There's no memory. We got to, well, there shouldn't be any memory. We got to reset all the memory so they're synced. Right? Remember how we were doing that before? Yep. So looks like 5 is off. It's not off sync. So the next scan, which is gonna go up in a second. There it goes.
Oh.
5 needs to get reset. I just did it. Now they're all in sync.
Yep. Except 8, but that doesn't matter.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, were we not getting...
Okay.
I think it will go out of sync again. And I think it's got something to do with the unit scanner.
Okay, so that's the off tick, basically. Next tick should be again B.
Yep. So what we were doing is we were introducing an off tick just before the on tick.
Turns out we can't go at game speed 4.
It actually drops UPS.
That makes sense.
I know.
Well, I mean, how many times do you want to let it watch it and see it pulse? It should. I think it's shown B every time I've watched it. It's working now.
Well,
so
I mean, we can work on something else while we're doing that. So the next thing that we've basically got to do is we've then got to find out what signal is then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or H, and then correspond that to the miner that's using it, so that we can then work that out and then get the coordinates from it to send the holler to that miner.
So basically, if H is greater than 0, output vehicle ID type 1, and then we need to multiply that in an arithmetic combinator by 8. So we could just say each times.
So I've got a question then, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can do something interesting.
Okay, go ahead.
So with the unit data controller, do I have one of these? No, I do not. I need some bebs. Need some bebs. We've got a factory outside of this little square. I'm not sure if you've noticed.
I haven't. No, have you?
Not in a long time. So I've got a unit data controller. Alright, and with this unit data controller, what I can do is I can give literally any signal to any vehicle.
Okay.
So this is doing so we've got a unit scanner here, and that's what we're holding in memory. We're holding all these signals and stuff. So if I grab a constant combinator here and say I want unit ID 1, I can also say give that the black signal, because we're not I can't use black because I am using that somewhere else, but just so that I don't mess anything up. If I say give that the white signal, then I do that. Does that then, next time we get scanned, does that show up with a unit scanner, or do we need a unit data controller? Does not show up in the unit scanner, we need a unit data scanner. That's annoying. So I'm sure we could use this for something as well, to make it a bit easier.
Yep. Well, anyway, I
So-
wired all this crap up to isolate the actual miner ID.
Okay.
That was fun. Thanks, Joe. I really
You're
enjoy
welcome.
this system. So, assuming it's not all borked, which it might be, eventually we should end up with a mining vehicle ID. Every other pass should go onto that red wire, unless I messed it up. There we go. ID 2. It's correct. B. And then we use that signal to say, hauler, go here.
Yes.
We've descended into complete madness. All right, now what? You forgot how to use the AAI, didn't you?
Gone now.
So what do we do with ID signal 2? We send
Still
this
think we could
back
do
into the
something-
unit controller, and we've sort of made it smarter with many, many more combinators.
Many combinators. We started off with three scannery things. We've ended up with one scannery thing and a lot of combinators.
Yeah, but I still personally feel like the combinator thing could
No,
be
I feel like
much
you're
simpler.
right. Yeah, I feel
This
like you're
part was actually kind of cool and works well. So we triggered this thing. So T, we've got our global T, our clock, and then we've used the sticky notes to label it. So whenever T hits 240, scan mining vehicles, Mark II. It goes through, it scans them, sends the data into the bank, and then here we've got a label filter signal type. So we isolate the filter, we isolate out the signal type of the vehicle that we're scanning. because we don't want all the other data to screw things up. Then there's another combinator that CJ added at some point. I don't know what it does. I forget. This one, scan up to max signal type. So we count how many there are total. And then are we done iterating increment vehicle? So it iterates. It's a little iterator. I like it. It's cool. Also, next to the please fix. Sticky notes don't move when you use picker to move combinators. Bad.
Please fix it on 0.14.
Yes. The old out-of-date version of the game. Yes, that's the one we need you to fix it on. So what do we do now? We've got a signal.
I know that after this session I'm going to be like working through these to find if there's a way that we can iterate through them without having to have these massive fucking memory banks, because I don't like them. I
really think there is. You just don't believe me. Assume
vehicle
one has the right number.
I think there is.
Let's just
I reckon that there'll be a way we can do it, but
it's just send it to vehicle 1. But then before we do that, we check to see if vehicle 2 would be a better target. If it is, send it to 2. But then before we do that, check to see if it's better against 3, and we iterate that way. And then at the end, no matter what, whether it's the 1st, 6th, 7th, it doesn't make any difference. It'll always pick the one that's the best target and then just go there. We don't need to convert into the inventory slots. We don't need to do any of this crap. But in the end of the day, we've got a signal. So let's get these haulers going to get SAF right.
Okay, so now what we need to do is decide how we want to interpret this signal. So this is given as the ID.
This is where we take our unit controller, right? Which, shouldn't we have one? We need to issue the command to the hauler to go to the miner.
Well, what we need is we need to get the X and Y coordinates of the miner.
Well, you just...
So we can either scan it again using a different scanner or this scanner.
I would use the new scanner because this one isn't on ever, except for when it's doing its job, right?
Yep, or we can try and pull it from the memory.
Ooh, that sounds like not fun. Especially because the memory's on, off every 10 seconds.
Yeah, but when it's off, there's no signal for B. And we only need to give it one scan. Like, we just need to be like, okay, go to this.
Okay,
like
how are we going to keep all of these variable data signal things separate without merging them while getting them to the unit scanner or the unit controller? You want to have 8 separate unit controllers now? Because if we merge these signals, I think you need a new scanner.
I think you can do it. So what I would do is, you see all of these that are doing the F signal A, then output the mining vehicle ID. So if you hook up
I've made the game lag by hooking that up, by the way.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It shouldn't.
Because it's running non-stop for 10 seconds, then it turns off for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It really wants to know what's going on with that vehicle for 10 seconds, and then it gives up.
So what I would do instead of that is, if you change, you see where these are outputting mining vehicle Mark II IDs?
Mm-hmm.
So if you change that to output everything,
then you get B35. Well, it's not going to work on A, because A is never the lowest. The only one that it's going to work on right now would be B.
Yeah, I get that. Wait, why is... Oh, that's wired to the fucking pole. God damn it, can I just like... Can I do that then, just to make this a bit cleaner? I can see what's going on. Then what you do is each of these, so if you change them all to, well, we're better off doing B because we know that that's the one that's always done. And then you wire up your memory from here to here. You feel me?
Yeah, I see where the memory is being forwarded.
Yep, so if equals B, then it will output the memory. And then instead of multiplying it by 2, if you remove this, then we have the ID of what B is, we have the where it is, we have literally like all its details.
Okay.
Because we're drawing that from memory as opposed to multiplying it by the thing and then having to work back through and then finding out what memory it is.
That sounds good. Where's the rubber? You stole it all.
It should still be there. Like, there should be more there. Not
I
just
know.
me. Don't blame me.
I haven't left the area in days. I don't know where.
In
There.
years. I've been here for years.
Oh man. Green wire. I still need insulated wire. Oh, right. I automated them both. Yay. I did something in the factory that helps us, unlike the stuff Stejo does.
Well, this gets us resources in a very convoluted way. I could have just set up a couple of trains and things would have been sorted.
But that's not the point of AAI vehicles, ReFactorissimo. Good luck, Google Translate on that one. Okay, so I got green wire. You want to wire up the memory across from each of these to its respective decider. Are you configuring them?
They've all been configured.
Okay, so each respective guy gets his memory.
Okay.
And if they are true, they output their result. If they are not, then they don't. So right now,
Then
B
they don't, yep.
is got its output. These then, theoretically, we should be able to wire them all together, right? Because only one should ever be
Yep.
allowed to forward this information. So we go green.
Yep, wire them all together.
And pass that to a unit controller.
Well, what you need to do is you need to strip out the X and Y.
Because reasons.
Well, because if you send a mining ID and the X and Y to the unit controller, then it will send that miner to its own X and Y coordinates.
Right. Okay. Now
Now what?
Now that one?
Yep. And then we use a...
It now almost works again for one hauler.
There we go. So we can send Hauler 35, whatever the fuck his name is. Let's just change him to Hauler ID 1.
Exactly.
It makes it so much easier.
Don't you
Right.
see?
So
See?
we're sending Hauler ID 1 to
Whoever has the most inventory.
whoever's got... Where the fuck is Miner B anyway?
I don't know. Let's go find him.
What does Miner B do? Or Miner 2?
I'm gonna get a chain gunner. I'm gonna drive it around, and we're gonna go explore the rest of the base for the first time in a century.
Oh, there's a Hauler just pissing around the place, so he's probably the guy that's going to...
All right, that should be mining hauler 1, right? Let's check.
Two's
No.
B.
Got him. Type ID 1, unit ID 35. That's him.
That's this guy.
We found him.
Yeah, so this guy's got the most stuff on him out of all of our guys. But this Hauler, unfortunately, isn't allowed to pick up stereotype.
Where are his restrictions again? I don't see his restrictions.
I'm gonna, like, just steal all the Haulers right now.
So they're all gonna come over here, one by one, as they become unit ID of that type, number 1.
Yeah.
They're gonna each get the command to, like, go!
Oh, someone must be in bumfuck nowhere, because there's no one moving right now.
I think it might be
Oh,
that
no,
guy.
there he is. Right, there's the next one. Oh no, I can't take him, he's got too much wood on him! The bastard!
I got him, I got that guy.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we've actually filled up the the wood vehicle depot container. There's 29,000 wood.
That might explain why the scanner keeps on flagging more and more trees and never clearing them. Because there's like 50,000 trees indicated or marked.
Yeah, we've got a lot of trees marked.
That's good though. Trees are nice. I want to create a backup supply of trees.
Okay. Oh god. But unfortunately that is all we've got time for in this episode, so as always, thanks a lot for watching. I think I started this, but whatever. See you next time.
See you in a bit.